Welcome. Aswand, Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. Another Wednesday, another great Wednesday, Wintrepreneur Wednesday. Look out for the Wintrepreneur tip later on today, 7 p.m. on this channel. We're on episode 5, and they come out every single Wednesday here. Now I start the day. Normally, I start the day over here in Jupiter High School with my trash talking trackies. They always kick my ass. Always give me a workout, working that speed workout. I actually had to dip out a little bit earlier, cut the workout a little bit earlier today because the summer hours. I gotta be at the school in about an hour or so. So got here a little earlier, started a little earlier so I can get everything completed, which is again an early lesson for anybody out there that makes the excuse of you don't got the time to be working out and you don't have this, you don't have that. You can always make the time when it's important. You could always I'm gonna say it again, you could always make the time when it's important. All right, as far as today's Move Swiftly thought, gotta win the moment, guys. Get in the habit of winning the moment. Now, you may or may not believe me when I tell you every day isn't actually a good day for me. Every moment actually isn't a good moment for me, all right? There's things that I have to deal with on a day-to-day basis that I can't capture. I don't have the patience or even the ability or the stamina to capture every little moment like a lot of YouTubers or bloggers do. I can just give you little snippets and reflections upon what I've had to live through or what, certain things that came up throughout my day, things of that nature. Who knows, that may change if I hire a vlogger or whatever. You never know what the future holds when it comes to that. But this past month, like I said, I'm recording this Wednesday, and this past Monday wasn't a really good day for me. It really wasn't. I was annoyed, at the school. I teach at a school, and we were starting our summer program, and that was the first day in kind of a new routine, and I had to be around a group of colleagues, a group of co-workers that I don't particularly like very much. I can tolerate some of them, but that's back when I didn't have to see them that often. But now I got to be around them a little longer than I like being around them, and they just fucking agitate me, their mindset, the whole thing. It's sort of a necessary evil, a blessing in disguise, because their pessimism and their negativity and all their bullshit allows me to look at the business and say, hey, look at my business, say, hey, this is not what I want. This is the complete opposite. So it's helpful, but then again, it really fucking agitates the shit out of me when I have to be around them, right? So normally on days like that, no, I don't want to say normally, but I remember in the past, as far as maybe 6 or 7 months back in the past, well, maybe like around before 2023, before I went a whole year being sober, like way back in the past, before I even started YouTubing as heavily as I do now, I would take a day like I had Monday, go to the bar, go to Hooters, go to Twin Peaks, go to some strip club, get fucked up, and start flirting with, just simply take that day. And where I recognize the progression in my psyche, where I recognize the progression in my mindset, is when instead of me doing that, I did something productive. All right, this is where I want to pause you for a second. I did something productive. I did something that was very small. It was a very small thing, but it was something productive and something that I had been putting off for actual months that I was putting this off, right? And all it was me cleaning out my car. Something as small as cleaning out my car. There was tons of papers, tons of things that I had in my car, tons of junk, and all the events I go to, and some of the cards and flyers, a bunch of stuff that I kind of grab that I just kind of leave laying around the car. Laying in my car. I never actually put it away, never actually throw it away, and my car got really junky over the period of months. But again, it was one of those things where I would procrastinate, and I would just do something else. I know I would have to do it, but I would never actually get it done, right? So I was in that moment, I was kind of sulking, I was kind of annoyed, I was pissed off seeing that what the new routine was, and I was very easily, instead of slipping down that route where I go to a bar, I waste like $30, $40 in beer and start flirting with a bunch of Hooters girls and just start talking shit, just again doing something that would not be conducive and not be productive to my development or be progressing me or taking me to the places where I'm trying to go. Instead of doing that, I did something small. And that right there, I'm just using myself as an example today for today's Move Swiftly thought, is whenever you're in that moment, and again, we all have those moments, we all have those times, we all have those situations or those days where we're just not feeling it, where we're just not here, where we're somewhere else. And I'm using myself as an example, use my progression, use my story, use everything I just laid out to you as an example to find something to do in that moment that is just going to take your mind off. It's going to take you to a different place. And actually, to add a little bit to the story, while I was cleaning out my car, while I was getting all this stuff, I popped in a couple of Dre Baldwin's Work on Your Game episodes on his podcast and tuned into it, made sure there was something going on in my mind in which I'm not going and slipping down that route where I was in 2021 and 2022 before, you know, I really developed and really caught on to the self-development and self-progression world and really built up the brand and built up the platform that I built up. All right. These are the things that are very vital to your development, especially as the leader, especially as the architect, especially as the creator of whatever you're trying to create, because you will not get support from the people that are around you on a day-to-day. I'll drop the mic with this saying, and I'm pretty sure I've said it on this show before, but I'll continue to say it over and over because it's that important, all right? Friends won't start supporting you until strangers start celebrating you. You can swap out the word friends, you can say coworkers, you can say acquaintances, you can say whoever is around you day to day. They won't start, or who has known you for a long time. They won't start supporting you until you go get strangers to start celebrating you. Then all of a sudden you become that person that, oh man, it's so great and it's doing so great and they're so proud of. So just remember that you got to go out and get new people into your world. For the people currently who are in your world who, you know, take you for granted every day. All right. Main website to check out to dive deeper into all my work, makeyourmove.com. That's makeyaMove.com. One-stop shop for your teamwork and your self-development needs. Aswand, Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.